Hello students, I hope you all are fine. So in our previous class we studied about number and number names, right? So today also we will proceed that topic and I gave you some work also to do. What work I gave you? I gave you the work to write counting from 1000 to 1500, right? Okay, so yesterday in my previous class we studied about how to read and write 4-digit numbers, right? So today also let us revise these terms, that how to read and write 4-digit numbers. After that we will proceed to our next topic. Okay, then I am going to write one number. This is the number. Okay, so we will read this number and write its name. Okay, so for that, as I told you yesterday, to read a 4-digit number, first of all, we will put this number in place value chart, right? Okay, so let's put this number in place value chart. First of all, let's draw the place value chart. Okay, now I am going to write this number in this chart. Okay, now let's start reading this number. 2305 tens, 6 ones, right? Okay, 5 tens means 50, 5 tens, 5 times tens now. 5 tens means 50. So this number will be 2356. Okay, now let's write this name. Its name is 2356. So its name is 2356. Okay, now we will read some more 4-digit numbers. Okay, so I am going to write one number. Okay, now we will read this number without using place value chart. Okay, let's try this. There are 4 digits, right? There are 4 digits now. Ones, tens, 100, 1000, right? So let's start reading this number. 4103 tens, 0 ones, right? So 0 ones, 0 means nothing. 3 tens means 30. So this number is 4130. Okay, 4130. Okay, let's start some more numbers. Let's read some more numbers. Let's read this number. 5135. Okay, 5135. Okay students, I hope now you all are able to read all 4-digit numbers. Okay, now I am going to teach you the next topic, how to represent 4-digit numbers on Spike Abacus. Okay, so as you can see, this is Spike Abacus, right? Now we will study about how to represent 4-digit numbers on this Spike Abacus. Okay, as you can see, this is the spike of ones, this is tens, this is hundreds, and this is thousands, right? Okay, suppose if I will draw one circle here, so this is equal to how many circles are there? One, only one is there. So it will call 1 ones and we will read it like 1, right? We will read it like 1. If there are 2 circles, so it will be equal to 2. Similarly, as many circles we will draw, the number will be read by counting them, right? Okay. Now if I will draw one circle here on the side of tens, So it is equal to 1/10, right? It is equal to 1/10, and 1/10, as I told you, 1/10 is equal to 10. 1/10 is equal to 10. So this number will be equal to 1/10 and 2 ones. 1/10 and 2 ones. So we will read it like 10 and 2 becomes 12. 10 and 2 becomes 12. So this number is 12. So what number is represented here? There the number represented is 12. Okay. Now let us proceed to the next one. If I will draw 4 beads here. So how many beads are there? 4. And this spike is of 100. So it is equal to 400. Right? And this complete number is 400, 1/10 and 2 ones. Right? As you know that this is 12 and this is 400. So the complete number is 412. 412. Okay. Now I am going to the next spike. This is of 1000. Now let's draw some beads here. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So how many beads are there? 6 beads are there. So it is equal to 6,412. So our complete number is 6,412. So what will we do? First of all, we will write the number of beads in 1000 here. There are 6 beads, so we will write here 6. There are 4, so we will write here 4. There 1 and there 2. So this is our number. I think now you all are able to read this number. This is a like of place value chart, na? 6,412. Now let's write its name. 6,400. Now let us represent some 4-digit number on this spike abacus. Okay students, and time to time you pause the video and take note of that also. Okay, let us represent a number. I am going to write a number 3156. Okay, this number I have written. First of all, let us represent this on spike abacus. First of all, as you know that we start a number from ones, right? So at ones place, which digit is there? 6. So how many beads we will draw? Right, 6. So let us draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now let's move to the next one, 5. So how many beads we will draw? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's move to the next one. How many, which digit is there? 1. So we will draw 1 bead. 1. And here is 3. So we will draw 3 beads. 1, 2, 3. Okay. This is our number. Now I think you can read this number. Let us read 3,100, 5 tens, 6 ones. Right? 5 tens means 50. So this number is 3,156. Okay. Now let's write its name. 3,156. Okay. This is the number. I hope now you all are able to represent the numbers on spike abacus. Okay students. Now I am giving you some numbers and you have to represent them on spike abacus. Okay. Okay. So first number is which you have to represent on spike abacus is this one. Second number is 8,350. 53. Third number is, okay, you have to represent these numbers on spike. Okay, students? Okay, students, now you represent these numbers on spike abacus. Okay? Okay. And now I am going to tell you one more number I am taking, and we will represent that on spike abacus. Okay? So students, let's represent one more number on spike abacus. So this number is, okay? Now let us represent this number on this abacus. At ones place, which digit is there? 0 is there, right? So how many beads we will draw here? Can you tell me? Okay. How many beads we will draw? 0 beads. 0 means nothing. So we will draw nothing here. It means we will leave this spike. Now you have to come on the next digit. Next digit is 4. So we will draw 4 beads here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. After that, on next place, the number digit is 1. So we will draw here 1 beads. And at next place, the digit is 3. So we will draw here 3 beads. Okay. So the number is 3,104 tens 0 ones. Okay. So the number name is 3,140. Right? The name of this number is 3,140. So what we studied here? We studied here, if in a 4-digit number, if at any place 0 is there, so while representing that number on spike abacus, we will leave that spike. We will not draw any bead here. Okay? Suppose if I will take a number 7007 and I want to represent this number on spike abacus. So at 1000 place, how many beads I will draw? I will draw 7 beads. So let us represent here only. How many beads are already there? 3 are already there. How many beads I will draw more? 3 plus 4, right? So 4 more beads I will draw here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So count complete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 beads are there, right? After that there is 0. And you know that 0 means nothing. So here nothing will be there. So we will not draw any bead here. Okay. After that, what is there? 0. And you know that 0 means nothing. So we will not draw any bead here. Okay, students. So we will leave that spike also. And at that place, what is there? 7. So how many beads we will draw here? We will draw here 7 beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. So there will be 7 beads. Now let us write its name. Its name will be 7,000, 0 hundred, 0 tens and 7 ones. At these two places 0 0 are there. It means 0 means nothing. So what is the name of this number? The name of this number is 7007. Okay, we will directly jump to this place. Why? Because at 110th place nothing is there. So we have to leave that places. We will not read that one. So the name of this number is 7007. Okay, now let's write its name. I hope students, you all are understanding what I am teaching you. And you all are now able to write the name of the numbers also. So name of this number is 7,007. Okay, students. I hope now you all are able to represent numbers on spike abacus and read the number by seeing a spike abacus. Okay. Now we will move to the next topic, which is successor of a number. Okay. Now we will study about the successor of a number. Now we will study about successor of a number and predecessor of a number. Okay. Successor means forward plus 1. Okay. Successor means plus 1. If we want to find the successor of a number, it means we have to add 1 in that number. Okay, students. Suppose if I am asking the successor of 3. So what will be the successor of 3? The successor of 3 will be 3 plus 1, that is 4. It means the next number. You can also say that the next of a number. Next number. What is the next number of 7? The next number of 7 is 8. Right? Okay. So the successor of a number, to find the successor of a number, we will add 1 in that number. Okay. So as you know that in this chapter we are studying about 4-digit numbers. So we will find successor of 4-digit numbers also. है ना? So the number, suppose I am writing one number. Now first of all read this number. This number is 1250. So what will be the successor of this number? To find the successor of this number, we will add 1 here. Okay. So when you will add 1 in that number, what you will do, you will just see the ones place digit of 4-digit number. So at ones place what is there? 0. Okay. And this is 1. 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. So the successor of this number will be 1251. Okay. Okay. Let us see one more number. Read this number. This number is 3173. So what will be the successor of this number? The successor of this number will be 3174. Okay? 3174. And how we will write this question? We will write it like 3173 plus 1, and it will be equal to 3174. Okay. Students, as you know that the successor of 99 is, can you tell me the successor of 99? Successor of 99 is 100, right? Successor of 99 is 100. So if I will write a number like if I will write a number like 5999. So can you tell me the successor of this number? No need to worry about this type of number. You just need to remember one concept, that is to find successor of a number, we need to add 1 in the given number. Okay. So you will add 1 in this number. What will you get? When we will add 1 in that number, we will get 5999 plus 1. It means next number. So next number will be 6000. Next number will be 6000. So successor of 5999 is 6000. Okay, students. Now I am writing some numbers and you will find successor of those numbers. Write these numbers in your notebook. Okay, students, you have to find successor of these numbers. Now, predecessor of a number. Predecessor of a number. So, predecessor means before Like in successor, we need to add 1 in the given number. Similarly, in predecessor, we need to subtract 1 from the number. That means before the number. Suppose I am giving you a number 14. So what comes before 14? Can you tell me? Before 14 what comes? 13. Right, very good. 13. So predecessor of 14 is 13. So whatever may be the number, and it is asked that find the predecessor of the number, you will just subtract 1 from that number and you will get the predecessor of the number. Suppose the number is 1356, and what will be the predecessor of this number? The predecessor of this number will be, first of all, you read the number is 1356. So 1356 minus 1, it will be equal to 1355. Like you all are reading counting, na? So you just need to write the number which comes before the given number. Okay? Suppose I am taking one more number. The number is 7000. So what will be the successor of this number? See, there is 7, right? Before 7 what comes? 6, right? So it means before this 7, 6 will be there. And before 7000, which number should be there? The number should be 6999. Okay, you all know the countings also, na? So the predecessor of 7000 is 7000, predecessor is 6999. Whenever we will face any difficulty in finding predecessor, we will subtract 1 from that number and we will find the result. Okay. So I am giving you 1, 2 numbers and you will find the predecessor of those numbers. Okay students, now you find predecessor of these numbers, and the remaining topics we will study in our next class. Okay, till then take care.